by them, it was today. As we see them step up to the MSI trophy, JDG following in the footsteps of EDG, following in the footsteps of RNG. The LPL era of dominance continues. Let's send it down to the stage for Law and the victorious JDG for the trophy ceremony presented by Mercedes-Benz. And what a performance it was from all of JDG. Obviously, you look at Knight, you look at Ruler, so consistently the carries, Knight today, especially so on the Jace. But everyone on that team did exactly what was needed of them in every single moment.
Kanavi, the best jungler of the tournament. Absolutely massive for them. JDG, they had the meta in a headlock. They knew it from the beginning. They had the perfect pieces and played it to perfection.
This was the evolution on last year's roster. This was the super team that was promised. JDG failed at Worlds last year to T1, but not only did they get their revenge.
To relift, but I'm gonna say that was for Daga. Oh, it's beautiful. Win moments never get old, you know, and especially seeing it as such a crowning achievement for a team that was built for this purpose. So many times when the pressure is so high and when you are supposed to win, when you are supposed to beat a super team, when you are supposed to do it, not everyone can handle that pressure. But our champions, JDG, they did that and more.
So long, so many of these players have been denied their moment in the spotlight, but now they stand in front of the gold. They stand proud and they stand for the LPL.
It's awesome. I love that you highlighted that. It's for the LPL. We had an LPL versus LPL final. There is no doubt about it. The strongest region in the world, very strong at every MSI. But it's really interesting how everything has evolved here, Chronicler, and that this is what we get. The first time that we could get an LPL versus LPL final.
Yeah, it's fitting, right? We keep going back to it. The historical performance of the LPL has been incredible, so consistent over the last, what, 6-7 MSIs. G2 snuck in there for a little bit, but outside of that, it has only been them being able to string victory after victory.
Well, I think the most impressive thing about JDG's win here for me is how dominant it was. They really did seem head and shoulders above every single other team at MSI, which is not an easy achievement by any means.
I think they're by far the most dominant team we've seen internationally in like 3 years, right? Because so many of MSI and Worlds over the last couple of years has been 5 games, underdog stories, but from the beginning, they were the favorites.
Yeah, and in the series today also, right, Daga, it really was a JDG show.
Yeah, it really was, but I think it kind of solidifies the journey that they had to get here. The fact that in 2020, when they made it to Worlds for the first time, knocked out against Sunni, the underdogs that they weren't expected to lose to. Then they finally get back in 2022, and it's again knocked out by T1 in the semi-finals. It's been so long in the making. This team has had a roller coaster of splits, but finally they stand tall with the trophy, and it's been an incredible ride for every one of these players who've not yet won an MSI.
Yeah, that's it, right? You often have a lot of players that are storied in their own regions, you know, that a lot of people say of, oh, this player should have won a world title, this player should have won an international title of an MSI, but it's much harder than it looks, and that's why it is only such a few. And talking about the special few, look at Ruler.
Absolutely. I mean, now the second player ever to win LCK, LPL, MSI, and Worlds. Only Deft has also accomplished that, and that is just a ridiculous resume, almost impossible to do.